Semifinal Welterweight Grand Prix under 77 kilograms. Please welcome first fighter for the blue corner, coming from Azerbaijan, Elshad Shahbazov. And the second fighter, his opponent for the red corner, fighter from Republic of Moldova. Please welcome Corneliu Lisii. And here's the info about our fighters. First fighter from blue corner, age of 23, height of 1.81 meters, weight of 77 kilograms, with the record of 7 fights, 5 wins, 2 losses. Fighting for Team Elshad from Azerbaijan, Elshad Shahbazov. And the second fighter in the red corner, age of 28, height of 1.83 meters, weight of 77 kilograms, with the record of 15 fights, 9 wins, 6 losses. Team MSG from Republic of Moldova, Corneliu Lisii. It's Welterweight Grand Prix under 77 kilograms, 3 rounds per minute each, extra 1 round. K-1 rules. Referee ring, Andrei Grosso.
You can see our Romanian commentary team there. My broadcast colleague Valentin Halachenko on your screen just a moment ago. Very well-known personalities on combat sports, and here we go. Our first semi-final fight, ladies and gentlemen. Both guys will have to sort it out here to decide who will move on to the finals later tonight for the tournament victory. Keep in mind this one is at welterweight here, so the weight limit is 77 kilos. The champion at this moment, currently Artyom Livadari at welterweight, so I'm sure he has a vested interest in watching how this tournament develops. Oh my goodness, did you hear the crack on that kick as the crowd comes alive here for this one? Keep in mind, Lisii's the only Moldovan in the tournament here, so the crowd for sure is going to be all in supporting this young man in his quest to become the tournament winner. I think though that the crowd here, as we take a look at some of the other fighters in attendance here, is the crowd here is very educated. A lot of these people, they've been coming here for years and years, and they've proven that, yeah, they'll support their local fighters, but they just have a strong respect for the sport in general, and they want to see the best man win. Ooh, hard shot downstairs into the liver area there by Lisii. That'll do some damage. Leg kick goes in by Shahbazov. I think Shahbazov is woken up now, and he's unleashing that power here. Tries to sneak in a knee that time, does Lisii. Good push kick right in the guts that time. Well, you can feel the intensity here between these two. There's not a whole lot of movement going on in there. These two are just hanging out right in the center of the ring and just going at it. That could end very badly for one of these two gentlemen if it keeps going like this. Take a look at the outside of the lead left leg there of Lisii. It has been punished brutally by Shahbazov. All black and blue already after round 1. Take a look at some highlights here, ladies and gentlemen, from that first round. These two going right to business. I saw at times Lisii targeting the liver area, oh, just like right there. And I saw Shahbazov targeting the leg, the low kick. Look at the FIA girls here. They don't get enough camera time, in my opinion. Here we go, back to work here, ladies and gentlemen. Round 2 of a scheduled 3-rounder. This is our first semi-final of the Welterweight World Grand Prix. And take a look at this, back and forth with low kicks, my word. And another powerful exchange here. These two holding nothing back. Oh boy. Lisii senses something here and is going for it. A nice shot over the shoulder of our Romanian commentators. There's some confetti falling from the sky here a little bit prematurely. Maybe even the powers that be here seem to think that this fight could be over already. Referee stepping in. He's calling for a timeout. I don't think that's a knockdown. I think it's a warning. Keep the shots up. Certainly Lisii was in the midst of unleashing quite a string of offense there. And I think some people expected that to be an 8 count, but it wasn't. He hit him low.
Okay.
And we've
First call shot.
officially got about 2 minutes left on the clock here.
Fight.
I don't know if we'll have time to see the low blow. Oh boy, was that it? That looked on the belt line to me. Of course, it's not my groin that got kneed, so crowd really loving this action here. Lisii says he's been doing kickboxing since the age of 13, so
Stop.
he's up now in his late 20s.
Fight.
He's 28 years old. Like I said, I think if any time is his, it's now. This would be an opportunity to make a statement and potentially earn himself a title fight, or at least get himself in the conversation. Speaking of champions, Dimitri Sirbu is in the house here. He's in the corner of his countrymen. Spinning back fist, and he left his back to his opponent. It is protect yourself at all times. So you've got to be prepared for situations like that. And it looks like he's got another trick up his sleeve. I don't know what it is quite yet. But he was thinking about something there for a moment. As we creep up on about the 30-second mark left here. There was a timeout at some point, so I don't know if that clock on the screen is completely official or not. We're assuming that it is.
Fight.
And there goes the 10-second hammer, ladies and gentlemen. Very hard-hitting round here, but it does look like we will be going to a third and final round here to settle it between our two semi-finalists. Take a look at these highlights, folks. These two playing a dangerous game in there. And we're starting to get into the deep waters of this fight, getting into the third round here. And you got to start thinking about putting your opponent away because, like I said, one of the things that makes winning the tournament the hardest is the amount of punishment that you take. Because if you're going in to the second fight, when you're going into the finals with pain, with injuries, with, you know, body parts that are hurt, that are struggling, it makes it even more difficult to win the whole thing. So,
Blue.
Ideally, somebody be able to finish this thing without taking too much more punishment, but that's not always what happens. Sometimes it's just a matter of winning, and that's it. You got to do it however you can. And if that means you got to go all the way to the end, then so be it. As long as you get the victory at the end, that's all that matters.
Stop. No holding. Fight.
Ooh, powerful shots here as Shahbazov
Stop. No
really
holding.
laying it on nice and thick there against
Fight.
the ropes. Spinning back kick attempted by Lisii, but nobody home.
Stop. Time.
After this fight, immediately. Now, wait a minute. What's going on here? Referee calling for a time. And he's warning the cornerman. He said there's, he just threw Dimitri Sirbu out of the corner. And he's still shouting instructions from behind the barrier there. How rude to throw out the champion. How dare he? Maybe there was too many people in the corner. I don't know, but. More good shots going in here from the Azerbaijani fighter. This is going to be a very close matchup here. Nobody's been knocked down yet. And it's very, very close. You can feel the intensity here between these two. The crowd amplifying that with their cheers for Lisii. Back and forth action. These two just won't let up.
Stop. No holding. Fight.
FIA President Doran Damir, concerned look on his face, focused in on this battle.
Stop. No holding.
Boy, your guess is as good as mine at this point, ladies and gentlemen. This is a very, very close fight. I don't know how to score it one way or the other, but there's still, well, a little bit over 30 seconds left to figure it out. Still a chance. That one may have been below the belt as well.
Fight.
Or at least on it.
Break.
Ooh, hard exchange, and Shahbazov finds the jaw of Lisii at the end of that one.
Fight.
Both guys fading here, but that 10-second hammer might wake him up. Well, ladies and gentlemen, our first semifinal of the Welterweight World Grand Prix goes to the judges. I don't know, very close in my estimation. We'll see what the judges think about this one. Here's some highlights for us, folks. How do you guys have it scored at home? Did the Moldovan do enough? Is the Azerbaijani fighter gonna silence this crowd? If Lisii gets knocked out of the tournament, that's bad news if you're a Moldovan fan, because he's the only countryman in the tournament. Judges still tallying the scorecards here. The winner will face either Iago Gedanidze of Georgia or Alexandru Amaridze of Romania. That fight will be coming up next. Our ring announcer, Artur Orlov, is entering the ring now and will tell us who the winner is.
By the judge's decision, we have extra round.
Well, I knew it was close. I didn't know it was that close. An extra round, ladies and gentlemen, to sort it out. That is not good news. That's probably the worst news you could possibly get. If you're a fighter in a tournament, is that you've got to do potentially not just 6 rounds, but potentially 7 rounds in one night. That is not what you want to hear. Nevertheless, it's just another bump in the road here for these two, and we have got 3 more minutes to settle the score. Cracking kick there. I don't know what Shahbazov was complaining about. Certainly the kick wasn't helping him much. Hard left hook around the corner there by Elshad Shahbazov. But I tell you what, this guy's really impressing me. This is, I believe, the first time I've seen Shahbazov in action, and he is fighting very, very hard. I think he sees this as his opportunity as well. A lot of people have been focusing on Lisii and his, being the local fighter here, and his climb to the top of the welterweight division. And we've forgotten about Shahbazov. He's right in there with him, taking it to him. It is still very, very close, ladies and gentlemen. But remember, whatever the score was in the first 3 rounds has no effect on the score, on the fight overall anymore. Everything depends on this 4th and extra round. Knee goes in there, partially obstructed by the arm of Shahbazov. You can feel that these two huffing and puffing, teetering on exhaustion here, but still fighting for all they're worth. This is the moment where you've really got to suck it up. You'll have lots of time to rest and recuperate after this, but right now, for the next 45 seconds, you've really got to step on the gas. Good right hand there by Shahbazov. Fighting off another knee on the inside from Lisii. Missing wildly with that kick. Lisii keeps connecting with those knees on the inside. Back and forth with low kicks. Closing seconds here. Boy, it is still razor thin here between these two, ladies and gentlemen. One last chance to make a statement. I still don't know who won the thing. A lot of celebrating, well, a little bit of celebrating there from the red corner from Lisii. And nothing but exhaustion on the face of Shahbazov. Take a look at some highlights here. Maybe we can figure out who did better in that round. I think it still could go either way at this point. I believe officially, is a second extra round possible? Could be. Can you imagine the look of disappointment these guys would give if it were another extra round? All right, looks like we have the final decision, perhaps. So let's send it up to the ring.
By the judges' decision, the winner is fighter from Blue